Celebrity Chatter and Things That Matter with Elijah, and that's me. And we got a special guest for you, and that's Ricky Cruz, and he's in Never Give Up. And we're gonna have a ball of an interview. Hi, Danny. Hi. Thanks for coming. This is gonna be a great interview. Interviewing Ricky Cruz. Thank you for joining it. Hi, Ricky. Okay, he's gonna join in a couple seconds here. It's not working. It says you're unable to join, Ricky. That's weird. Sorry, guys, it's not working. Yes. So we got an interview with Ricky Cruz from Never Give Up, and it's gonna be a ball of an interview. And it's gonna be super fun, and we're just trying to figure out how to get him on here. This has happened a couple times before. I hope. Oh, maybe. Hey, there we go.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Okay, well, let's get started. What did you do for Never Give Up?
Well, I was an actor. I'm an actor, and I played. My character's name is Luis, um, and I play reporter. Uh, I'm a Hispanic reporter. That's not. It's like I don't want to see the tennis match. I thought it was gonna be boring because it was a deaf tennis match, and I played the reporter and I started engaging, like getting into the match. And so I get into it and I get excited because it was just an awesome, um, tennis game. And at the end of the day, I saw. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give spoilers.
If you guys watch the movies, put a like. That would help me. My next question is, how'd you get the role in Never Give Up?
Well, I auditioned through my agency, um, and my audition actually at first was for another role, and it was for the court uh, the court translator. So I was just supposed to. It was supposed to be one role, and then they divided into two roles: the umpire or the referee and the translator in the court. Um, the director saw my audition and he kind of liked it, and he said that he might have something different for me, and so my agency called me, and I got an audition for this role, for the role of Luis, and I got it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, thank God.
Yeah, and you did a great job doing it too.
Thank you. Thank you.
How'd you feel when you got the role?
I felt really great. I felt like I don't know, how do you say, like, celebrating. I was like it was so much joy and happiness. I was so excited and interested because it it was such an inspiring story to
Yeah.
be told. So yeah, and it's actually my first um, movie in the United States. Most of my movies I have worked in back home in Puerto Rico.
Okay, cool. What are some of your memories on set?
My, my memories, like my
What's your
I don't
favorite
know, like
memories of being
favorite
on set?
memories.
Yeah.
Um, wow, my favorite memories. That's a good question. I think it was communicating and trying my best, um, and practicing sign language because it's this is my third language. Um, and so my first language is Spanish, and my second language is English. So I I am I'm learning sign language along the way, but I'm a bit slower than everyone else, as you can see. And also, my sign language has a lot of regionalisms. In Puerto Rico, we learn sign language, but and it's ASL, but it's very regional. A lot of words. So yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but it was an awesome experience.
My first language was sign, and then English, and
Okay.
then I know a little Spanish, a little.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great. That's great.
because my mom is Dominican from Dominican Republic.
Oh, wow, that's so good. We're like islands, how do you say, brothers, islands, neighboring islands.
Yeah.
That's great.
How did you feel watching yourself on the big screen?
I was a bit worried as usual, but I was pretty happy to see the work that I put on the big screen, on film. I was kind of excited to, you know, to watch how 16 to 18 days can be put into, in a film of an hour and I don't know, 35 minutes or something, I think. But I felt really good, I felt really good. I never thought, or I never imagined that I would be in the whole movie, like throughout the whole movie. I thought that I was gonna be in a small part, maybe at the beginning of the story, but not at the end or something like that.
Yeah, it was an amazing movie. It told an amazing story. It never give up.
Yep, exactly.
How did you feel when you got the role for playing?
Wow, how I felt. Okay, I was, I, I think that was the most. It was a moment in my life that something changed because I have gone through a lot of different events that were bad luck, and in terms of auditioning, in terms of getting roles, in terms of the roles not going through because of natural disasters. In Puerto Rico, we had hurricanes, we have a lot of storms, and then we have earthquakes, we have the pandemic situation. So there were a lot of things that actually took away a lot of roles for actors, as myself and my wife. So it was actually the one of the best moments in my life getting that role. Also because I did it with my wife. We were both cast in the film,
Yeah,
and we were both cast as a real couple, as a couple in the story in the film.
yeah. What are some memories of being on set for a plane?
Um, I had a lot of I have a lot of good memories, really good memories of. Um, although it was it was also pretty nerve-wracking. I was really worried because we were filming on on the worst on the worst months.
Month, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
on the worst months of the year in terms of hurricane season. So um, I was really worried because, oh no, this just happened. I booked the film and we're filming in the month of August and September, September and yeah, and the beginning of October. So it was really nerve-wracking because that's the peak. That's like the worst season ever. That's when it's the most like the hottest in the season. So the Caribbean and the tropics are extremely hot. The waters are extremely hot. So it's perfect for the storm, to come through and get to our island.
Well,
It's because we film in Puerto Rico.
it's lucky that it worked and you got there and you got the role, started filming, and it was all good.
Yeah, thankfully.
Was there any parts in plane that actually did scare you when you like on the island in the movie?
Well, the scenes. I mean, we're prepared for it. We're actors, but the scenes that we're inside the plane, um, the plane was actually in a hydraulic system, so the plane like actually moved like we were in turbulence, and it was really bad. Sometimes we were like all over the place, but you had to act it out, but it was kind of real. So, but then you just, pause for a second, you say, okay, calm ourselves. Let's just, um, you're filming. It's okay. This is a movie. But it helps us to be in character, to be an actor in that moment, in place.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to act like that because it's easy. It's just moving for you. You don't must like
Exactly, exactly. You
for
don't
you.
have to fake it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you become an actor?
Um, I've I've been acting since long time ago, like since I was a kid, maybe 15 years, since I was 15 years old. Um, so it's been a while. It's been more than 20 years. Um, and I started doing theater. I started acting in theater, and I just fell in love with it. It was just when people say it's love at first sight, it's actually like that. It's a
Yeah.
different kind of feeling when you start acting, when you start becoming other people, other persons, other situations, other um, yeah. It's just it's a different. It's a very hard feeling to describe, but I started, because I just love reading a script, um, living inside the story,
Mm.
and getting that into my head, like learning everything that was in the story, and just trying to act it out, trying to do the best that I could.
It's a good way to describe it. Describe it. Yeah. It's a good way. I like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
You feel the same way, right?
uh, if you could act in any movie from a long time ago to now, what movie would it be?
Wow, that's a really good question. If I could act in a movie, if it was a long time ago, I don't know. There's a lot of movies that I would love to be or to have worked. But I really like or enjoy or I I kind of love like period pieces, or maybe something that it's from another uh, era or parallel universe. For example, Lord of the Rings, when it came out, to have all those customs and swords and shields and to be in a great custom, and to be
Yeah,
in those beautiful places,
medieval.
those beautiful mountains and yeah, medieval,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I
If it
think.
was me,
Go ahead.
I would be anything that's like really, really a lot of action. That'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think it's part of role playing, and acting is part of role playing and living inside of those situations. So when you have a sword and you have a shield and you have all these things and you're looking behind you, you have like a thousand, I don't know how tall of a mountain with snow, and you just look around and there's no electricity or no phones or no buildings. You say like, oh my God, I am really in Middle Earth or something like that. So
Yeah, it's a good answer. What are some of your hobbies?
well, I have quite a few. I actually play tennis. I like to play tennis a lot with my wife. I I play basketball. I'm a really good volleyball player. I play volleyball player since I was a kid, since I was like 7 years old. That was my favorite. That was my favorite sport. Um, and I also play the guitar, and I write songs too. So
Mm. Do you have a favorite basketball team?
wow, I have quite a few. I'm not a fan of one only, but I could tell you that I love the Dallas Mavericks on the NBA. I was a huge fan of Dirk, um, Nowitzki, um, and I also liked at a moment in time. Well, in the 90s, obviously, I love the Chicago Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, now the Lakers. For quite a while, I like the Lakers too. So I have quite a few
You have
options.
a favorite song?
Favorite song? No, that's really hard. I mean, wow, there's a lot of music out there that's really good. But I started to fall in love with music um with a band called Nickelback. Nickelback. And yeah, that's how Nickelback was one of the first bands, music, group or band or rock bands that got me into playing guitar. So,
Mm. I play bass,
oh,
and
that's great.
right now in my school, I have music, and they're teaching guitars right now.
That's great. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's fun.
You just learn everything that you can, all of it.
Yeah. If you had three wishes, what would you wish for?
Ah, wow. How do you say wishes again?
Wish.
Wish. Okay, thank you. Um, Three wishes. Wow, you put me on the spot there. My main thing is for my parents, my mom and dad, um, to my mom and dad, um, my grandpa, sorry, to be in good health, to be healthy. You know, I would I would if I had all the money in the world, if I had a wish to make that true, and I could pay for the doctor's appointments, to pay for therapy, for session, for anything that could, make them better, or healthy, to have a healthy, strong life, and that would be one of my wishes. My brother too, all my family, but I could, say a lot of people in this, but I would I would I would take one of my wishes out to them, um, and also I would take one for wish for my wife to be happy. But that's it will be a little bit selfish to say that's a wish because that's my job. So I mean, it's on me too to make her happy, and that's what I strive for, and that's what I work for every single day, to make her happy. Um, um, wow, another wish. I just wish that also, I don't know, that I would have to think about it. The third wish, I would have to think about a little bit longer.
That's fun. Uh, do you have a favorite food?
A favorite food, my mom's food. Yeah. Um, my wife too, but my mom is my favorite. My mom food is just my favorite. It could be rice, and beans with chicken. Um, it's like chicken curry, but it's not the curry that most people know. It would be like a Caribbean, from the islands, Caribbean curry, which is not spicy. I don't like spicy. I don't like spicy too much. I'm not a spicy person. Um, but yeah, my mom does really great pasta and lasagna. Yeah, I will go for that.
I like spicy.
Oh, you like spicy? Oh, I don't like
My
spicy.
dad doesn't like spicy
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I tried it. I tried it, but it's not for me.
Hmm. What's your favorite movie? Just in general, any movie.
Oh, okay. I had quite a few. I have but a beautiful mind. I don't know if that's a word to say. A beautiful mind.
That's
Um,
right.
by Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. Yeah. Um, and wow. Um, I don't know how to say it in sign language, but what dreams may come. It's yeah. Go ahead.
Uh, May Come.
May come. Okay. So yeah, what dreams may come.
Yeah.
Um, which is was by the late Robin Williams. Thank you.
He's an amazing actor. My mom
Amazing actor.
was her favorite. She loved.
Amazing, amazing. It's so, it's so sad. It's so sad, but it was just an amazing movie and an amazing actor too. So I had I had quite a few. I could say a lot, but they're like different genres. So I can give you like 15 or 20. I love acting and I love films. There's a lot that I have to see, but out of my head right now, yeah.
Yeah. I loved Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh,
That
okay, okay.
was so fun.
Okay, I
I
see.
love like the funny movies that he's in. It's just, like
Yeah.
it makes me laugh.
I think I'm seeing my mom and she's in the live and my mom said Up, the movie, the animated movie. I loved Up. I cried like a newborn watching that movie. I could watch it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. I still am gonna cry. I think it's just a beautiful story. And I see my parents in that movie. My parents have been married for maybe, wow, they're 40 years, I think, 40 something years. I can give you the number, like 41, I think. Yeah, 41 or 42 years married, and I see them in the movie, and I see myself um, with my wife in that movie. So I cry like a little kid every single time. Yeah, mom said 40 years. Yeah, next year will be the 40. Well, this year it's on their anniversary is on Christmas. Well, that's for example, and in Puerto Rico we say December or Christmas as the wishing star. And so that's a sign that I learned different. But yeah, that's their anniversary. They're gonna be 41 years of married.
Yeah. So you're from Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
So do you have any traditions you like to do in Puerto Rico?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Do you have any traditions you like to do in Puerto Rico?
Traditions. Yeah, we go to when Christmas comes. We do parrandas, and parrandas is like it's a musical, gathering, and we celebrate Christmas, and we go to different houses and really late at night, and we played we played guitar, we played instruments like panderos, and we sing, and we go to those houses and we exchange food, we exchange music, we exchange experiences, and we dance together. So yeah, it's one of it's kind it's kind of sorry, it's kind of my favorite traditions of Puerto Rico, because it's a surprise for everyone, for everyone. You just go to that house and maybe you just wake them up in the in the evening at 12 or at 1 in the mornings.
I feel like would they get mad sometimes and you would like
No.
yeah.
No, I mean, most of the people, not all of them, but most of them kind of enjoy it because it's something that we, as a culture, we do it, as a community, as you know, as an island. We are already, it's already inside of us. Most of the people are really happy and excited to come. So you open the door and then you play instruments and you hug everybody and you kiss everybody, and then you eat food and keep on playing and singing until they kick you out. Yep.
Yeah. And then my last question, do you have any advice for young actors?
Wow. An advice that I could give to young actors would be to keep going, keep trying,
Never.
uh, never give up, never give up. It's actually no pun intended. You can't give up. If this is your life as an actor, you can't give up. You can never give up. You have to be there. You have to like hold it in and breathe in, breathe out, because there's gonna be 1,000 no's, but then it might come one yes that's gonna change your life forever. And that yes, it might not change your life um, at that moment in time, but it could change the trajectory or maybe the path that you were supposed to take. And you're going to persevere. I keep on working more and more to achieve your goals. This is a very hard and difficult business. And now that we're on strike, the union is on strike. It's very difficult. But yeah, you just got to keep on uh, putting in the work, and be thankful, and praying, and have God in your life, that everything's gonna it's gonna resolve, and everything's gonna come to a place where you could say, yeah, I'm an actor. I'm a working actor. Um, I'm happy. I'm content. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where God put me. So
Like my dad, he told me many, many, many auditions, many, many, many no's,
exactly.
and few yes. Like never give up.
Exactly. I love the background and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for letting me interview you. It was an amazing interview. I had a fun time. Pray for your family, your parents.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. You're great. You're great too. Hey, bye. Thank you so much. So yeah, many blessings.
Thank you.